Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel, Hooked on Houseplants. They call me Chula, and I am back with episode number 3 of my 4-part Hoya series. Okay, I am excited to be here. I know y'all are too because it seems like everybody lately have just been loving them some Hoya. And I don't blame you because I've been loving me some Hoya too. So first, we're going to start off with Hoya that have been doing me dirty. We're going to go there first, get them on out the way. Then I'm going to show you Hoya that I have had for less than 6 months. I'm going to give you updates on those. And then lastly, I will show you Hoya that I have had for a while that have just exceeded my expectations. Okay, they are just lush and bodacious. Okay, so first off, we're gonna get the dirty ones out the way. Y'all look. Y'all are probably wondering, Chula, what is that? All we see is like a stick and 2 little tiny leaves. That would be what's left of my Hoya pachiclata. Yes. Sister just went downhill. I don't know if I overwatered that particular Hoya. No, it definitely wasn't that. It probably was more like underwatering. And so pachiclata just continued to decline. I really think that she probably got dry rot because I think that I waited too late to water her or to fill her reservoir. And so then when I did water her, I think that her roots could not absorb the water, therefore causing dry rot. So this is what is left of her. I did decide to switch her over to pond. I had this particular Hoya in water to reroot it because I just saved just the cutting. I was only able to save a cutting. It did reroot very well in water, but then the leaves that were remaining besides these two, they just looked bad. They looked like they were on their way out the door. So I left these two because these are newer leaves. I hope you can see them. And since it already had water roots, I decided to go ahead and put Miss Pachiclata in pond. This is not lechuza pond, as you can see. This is a pond-like substrate that I got from Amazon that I have been using for quite a while now. I know it's been definitely more than 6 months, and it does quite well. But you have to remember that when you use these particular type of pond-like substrates, this one that I have purchased does not have any type of fertilizer like lechuza pond does. So when I water any plants that I have in this particular substrate, I make sure to fertilize as well. So this is pachiclata. This is what she's doing, and I'll just keep y'all updated. All right, number 1. Okay, number 2, y'all, this is another one that's just been cutting up. This is melliflua or melliflua. I don't know what happened with this Hoya. That white stuff you see is sulfur. I did treat this Hoya with sulfur because it was not growing for me, and then it started losing leaves. They started to yellow and drop off. So that is just sulfur residue because I thought maybe it could have flat mites, and that's why it wasn't doing well for me. So I did reroot this one as well. This is actually a cutting from the original plants, and I did reroot this one in water, so it did have water roots. So I decided to try it out in pond. So you will hear me say that quite frequently. Whenever a plant does not do well for me and I have to reroot it in water, sphagnum moss, or whatever, especially if it's a Hoya, more than likely when I'm ready to pot it up again, I will put it in pond. All right, so this is melliflua or melliflua. Let me know if y'all have this Hoya and if it has grown well for you or if it has been giving you problems too. I would love to know, what do y'all think about this particular Hoya? All right, so the last one is Calistophylla. Okay, same story, same situation. I complained about this particular Hoya with you all before. And actually, this is the second time that I have had the Calistophylla. Okay, so I don't know what it is about this Hoya. It's just difficult for me to grow. I also treated this one with sulfur because it was not growing. And I said, well, what the heck, may as well treat it with sulfur and see what happens. So it still really didn't do anything. So I decided to just take a cutting, reroot the plant in water once again, and now it is in pond. So I'm going to see how Calistophylla does in pond. Now you better get your act together, because see, I got another one. Your cousin with the round leaves has been doing well. So this is your third strike. So if you don't do well this time, you out the door. Okay? Sometimes you got to be very frank with your plants. And a lot of times when you talk to them like that, they get themselves together. It's like, they be like, oh, Chula ain't playing, so let me get myself together. So she already know, I done put her on notice. So I will continue to update you on all three of these Hoya that have been doing me dirty. Okay? I forgot to ask y'all how y'all are doing. I cannot even believe that August is almost over with. I mean, like, it seemed like it was summer just got here and it's almost over. Time is just really going by rapidly. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I hope, if you're not having a good day, then maybe after seeing this Hoya video, your day will improve, okay? But just remember, the rain can't always last, okay? It has to stop sometimes. So hopefully if things are not going good for you right now, I hope they get better. All right. So the next Hoya that I am going to show you, they are updates. First one out the box. This is the Van Genesis. I already know I tore that up. I really like this Hoya. Let me show. I actually have the tag. Was kind of dirty. Y'all not gonna be able to see it. Van Genesis. Me still trying to say it. This is a very nice looking Hoya. I love the glossiness of the leaves. I love the veination of the leaves. It's a little bit different, but I'm really liking this Hoya. I'm pretty sure that all four of these leaves are new, that this whole tendril is new. So it hasn't been the fastest grower, but it's been slow and steady, and y'all already know I'll take it. I will take slow and steady. So that is the update on that one. And yes, I wet my plants, in case you were wondering. All right, moving right along. This is the, you all probably remember this one in the unboxing from Green Escape. Yes, the unboxing from Green Escape. This is the Hoya incrustata, and when I got this Hoya, it just had these two leaves. So it is doing something. It is doing something, and relatively quickly, because I just got it, I'll say about a month and a half ago. So that is the incrustata. Next up, I think I showed y'all this one in my Hoya haul. I think in the very first Hoya video that I did in this series, but it's okay. This is the Verticillata Silver Heart, and this leaf is new. It came to me with just this one. So it is doing well. It is growing very nicely. I know a lot of you love the silver Hoya. This is one that you will really love because it has that silver with some faint green variegation. Beautiful Hoya. All right, next up, this is a Hoya that I got in a swap with Latina Plants. This is the Beachy, if I'm not mistaken. And it has been slow for me. So I don't know if this is just one of those Hoyas that just grows slowly. Let me know please in the comments if you have this one, the Beachy, and if it has been a slow grower for you. I really think that it has only gotten like 3 new leaves since I got it. So hopefully, I mean, we'll see. As long as, y'all know me, as long as my plants are not declining and they're doing something, even if it's slow, I will take it. Like, I'm happy with that. Because I know that not all plants grow at the same rate. So, like I said, as long as they're showing me something, I'm happy with that. All right, so this is another one that I got in the swap. This is the Hoya Sunrise. And I just moved it closer to the grow light because this is one of the Hoya that I really, really want to sun stress. I think this Hoya is gorgeous already, even without the sun stressing, but the sun stressing to me just adds an extra oomph to this Hoya. So all of this is new, all of this from here up. So this one has been growing very nicely for me. This seems to be a staple in most people's collections when it comes to Hoya. This is also, I think this one will be a good one for someone who is starting out with Hoya. Like I said, for me at least, it has been very, very easy going. So this is the Hoya Sunrise. Next up, y'all haven't seen this one for a while. Let me know what you think. It's the Hoya Argentea or Argentee Princess. Do you think it reverted or not? If you said that it reverted, sadly, you would be correct. And I knew that. I did know that going in, that this particular Hoya has a tendency to revert. And of course, what did mine do? It reverted. So it came with these two leaves, this one and that one, which are nicely variegated. And then since being in my care, it has given me these four leaves that have zero variegation. You can see another little growth point in there. So we'll see. I have it directly under the grow light. But still, it's still reverted on me. But it's still beautiful. Did I hear that when it reverts, it just goes back to just being the Nova Ghost? Or did I make that up? But it's still beautiful, even without the variegation. I love silver Hoya. I love silver plants anyway. So I'm okay with this one. Look, I ain't got no choice but to be okay. If a plant is gonna revert, it's gonna revert, you know. I've heard that sometimes it's the lighting, it's this, it's that, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I just feel like if it's gonna revert, that's just what it's gonna do. So I'll let y'all know what this one does, what this new leaf does, if it comes out all silver or reverted. Let me know what y'all think about this one. I know for a lot of people this was or has been a wish list Hoya. So let me know if yours has reverted, and if it did revert, do you care? Are you disappointed? Are you gonna chop it? What you gonna do? I would love to know. All right, so this is another newer one that's doing excellent for me. This is the black margin. And I had this one on a trellis, but I decided to let it trail. And you know what? I should have waited with this one, but it's okay because my final Hoya video will be my trailing Hoya. So I'm just letting y'all know. So I should have saved this one, but it's okay. It was not trailing initially, so maybe that's why I decided to show you. But yeah, that's the black margin. I know that there is a black margin splash that is very, very beautiful, and I don't think it costs that much. But since I have this one, you know, I'm good with just this one. And the newer leaves are so glossy and pretty. Look. So yes, that is the black margin. Okay, so this is another update on the Hoya that I got in the plant swap. This is the fungi. Now this one came to me with this long tendril, but it only had, I think, just this one leaf. So it's giving me this one, and it's giving me those two. So this also seems to be a slower growing Hoya. I thought I saw another little leaf coming out, but maybe I didn't. But yep, that is the fungi or fungi. Okay. Is that all? Okay, I have one more update on a newer Hoya. Now I got this particular Hoya, I think I got it from a big box store. It was listed as the freckles, but I think just the freckles. I don't think it was listed as the freckles splash. I could be wrong, but I know that this is a freckles something. But this thing has been a vigorous grower. Another good one for ones who are starting out in the Hoya, on their Hoya journey. This one has been very easy. The only challenge that I have had with this one is keeping the reservoir full. This one, I don't know. It just seems to be a thirstier Hoya. Um, in case you are new and this is your first time watching, first of all, welcome. But all of my Hoya are in a chunky mix or pond, and all of them are in self-watering pots. So look at that one, y'all. Look. This one, like I said, it has been a very vigorous grower. And look, I just put water in it and it's empty already. Just ignore that dirty, the dirty pot. But yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plant. And you know what? Sometimes it be looking like, is that a peduncle, y'all? Is that a pedunky dunk? Sometimes it'd be hard for me to tell if it's a new leaf coming or if it's a peduncle. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? That right there, what is that? Is that like a peduncle? It's probably just a new leaf coming out. So that is the Hoya carnosa freckles. Loving those glossy leaves in that veination. Okay. So I think that is all the updates on the newer Hoya. So now I'm going to show you some that I've had for longer than 6 months, just to show you how they're doing. This is the Hoya that nobody can pronounce, the Hushkeliana. And this one, if you looked up the definition of slow and steady in the dictionary, you would definitely see this one. This little thing, but to be fair, when I got it, it was tiny, tiny. I think it only had 4 little leaves. So it has been slow but steady. The Hushkeliana. This is also another one that seems to be a staple in most Hoya collections. And you can see why. It's so dainty and delicate, and then it has that the creaminess in the center. It's really a cute little Hoya. But I don't know, to me, she low-key kind of diva-ish. Let me know what y'all think. All right, another favorite of mine is the Rotunda Flora. This is another cute little Hoya that is very easy, that hasn't given me any problems whatsoever. I decided to grow this one trailing, although it's just given a little bit of trailing, but you know, she's still got a ways to go. But she's so cute. This is one that you got to get. If you don't have this one in your collection, please get it. It's so cute, and the leaves are just so satisfying the way that they feel. It's just so very cute, easygoing Hoya. Okay, up next is one, I know y'all get tired of me saying the same things, but a lot of times I repeat myself too, because I know that there are new people watching, new members of our plant family. So if that is the case, this is the Memoria, and I was gifted this one. I think it was a 2-leaf cutting that the seller sent with another Hoya that I ordered for free. So this one has also been slow but steady. I know that I've had this one probably close to a year, or maybe 8 or 9 months. but it's the gracilis or memoria. Very pretty. Has a little bit of splashing on the leaves. So that is her. This one has been very easygoing for me as well. Okay, now this one, if I can find a picture, I'm going to insert it. This particular Hoya, the Hoya that a lot of y'all love to hate, this is the Croniana Silver. I had a huge one. It was on a trellis. It was, because I've had this Hoya for probably close to 3 years. This was one of my first Hoya that I purchased. And when I purchased this one, it was very expensive. I think I just got like a 2-leaf cutting because it was high. But as you know, the prices on these have came way down. So I had this one trellised, and it was just, it was like the Mathilde that I'm going to show you. And so I had the nerve to try to unwrap this one from the trellis. And so you already knew. You already know what happened. It was a disaster. The plant went downhill, and I don't know why. I should have just left it alone. I really should have, but it was just getting to be too much. This is the only Hoya that has ever flowered for me, and when I was taking it off the trellis, it actually had a peduncle. Yeah, so this is what's left. And I have her wrapped around to give her like that more full effect. But what has worked for me with this particular Hoya, first of all, this one has been very thirsty for me. She has always been a thirstier Hoya. So since I rerouted the cuttings, I think it's just, this is just 2 cuttings. I got rid of a lot of the plant because it was damaged from me messing with it. So I decided to put it in pond. She's doing quite well. Look at this cute little cash pot that I got it from the Dollar Tree. I have a blue one that's iridescent like this too, but I just think that is so cute. So yes, this is my Croniana Silver, what is left of her. Now I know y'all got stuff to say about this. I know y'all be talking trash. Oh, excuse me, y'all, about this Hoya. So let me know in the comments how y'all feel about Miss Croniana Silver. Cause she told me that she don't care. She don't care what y'all think. She gonna do what she wanna do. All right, so I guess since I already mentioned her, I'll go ahead and show you my Mathilde. Now this is not the splashy Mathilde, but I have had this one for about 3 years. She has given me lots of peduncles, but they never do anything. They always end up blasting, but that's okay. I guess she will flower for me when she's ready. As you can see, y'all, this is a lot of tendril action going on here. I have this thing wrapped around so many times, I cannot even tell you. So even if I wanted this plant to trail, it's just too late. It's just not, I would ruin this plant if I tried to take it off the trellis. So, but I really wish I had grown it trailing, but it is what it is. So this is the Mathilde. This is also a very common Hoya that you see in most collections. She's pretty easygoing. There has been some times when she has lost some leaves, and probably due to underwatering. She could actually use a some fresh substrate because she's been in this mix for the longest, and it's actually kind of crusty looking. So yeah, she's probably due for a refresh. But I love my Matilde. She's been very faithful. She's been a good Hoya for me. And I love her little coin-like leaves. They're just so adorable. Very adorable. She is a cutie pie. Okay. Next up, these are my big bodacious. Why I keep saying bodacious? These are my Hoya that I've had for quite a while that have just been you'll see. This is the Macrophylla. Now, y'all, I know the name has probably changed on this Hoya. You know, y'all, they be getting on my nerves changing these names. I mean, it's hard enough trying to remember where your keys are in your wallet when it's time to go, let alone some Hoya names that keep changing. So this is gonna be Macrophylla. That's what I'm gonna call it. That's the only thing I can remember. But I've had this one also for about 3 years. This plant, it did decline a lot, and then I can't even remember why it declined, but more than likely I probably was messing with it too much. So I rerooted it in water, and so now she is in pond, and I would say that she is loving the pond life. She has never grown this lush for me before, but she is gorgeous. Y'all, look at her. Look at her. So let me show you her roots. Y'all, look at that. Y'all see them roots? And she thirsty. She is thirsty. I have to constantly check this one to make sure the reservoir. See, it's getting easier for me to say reservoir. But I have to always check this one to make sure she's not dry, because she will yellow and drop leaves on you if she doesn't get enough water. Y'all, take it in. Take in the lusciousness of this Hoya. Just take it in. This is one that I would recommend to someone who is new as well with Hoya. And it grows fast. You get that instant gratification with this plant, kind of like the pubicalix. But yeah, I'm loving her. I also like I think it's called Pot of Gold, where the variegation, I think, is it in the center? I really like that one. I really do. But you know why I have not gotten it? Because if it grows anything like this one, I really don't want any more Hoya that grow really, really fast like this one. If you have the Pot of Gold, let me know how that one has grown for you. Is that a very vigorous grower? Let me know down in the comments, please, because that is a very, very pretty Hoya. And it doesn't break the bank either. Okay. Now this is a fan favorite. This is one that has just never disappointed, y'all. This is my silver dollar. This is the Hoya silver dollar, and she has this tendril just sticking up happily in the air. Y'all, look at her. Look at Miss Silver Dollar. Is this Hoya gorgeous or what? Like, Is it gorgeous? I mean, she's just, y'all look at her. Look at her. And the reason why I am so pleased with this Hoya, because if you remember, she went through a period of time when she just stopped growing. She did not grow for like 6 months. I kid you not. I don't know what was going on with this Hoya. I think I did treat it with sulfur. But then all of a sudden, but I don't even think it took off after the sulfur treatment. I think it still didn't do anything. So I don't know if with this particular plant, if it just does that, or maybe it was working on its roots. But yeah, this one didn't do anything. But then she rewarded me. She rewarded me with all of this growth. Can y'all see that variegation on the back of the leaves? Did y'all know that the silver dollar had variegation on the back of the leaves? Did y'all know that? Y'all probably did. But this one is, I do have her very close to a grow light. And maybe that's what triggered her growth. That leaf right there is a little sun stressed. I really don't want her to sun stress. I like her like this luscious silver color. Look at this leaf, y'all. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. I love this Hoya. I really, really love this Hoya. I don't know if I would recommend this to a beginner. Let me know what y'all think. Has this, because I seem like I've heard people say that this can be a difficult Hoya. So let me know what y'all think. The only problems this ever given me was just when it stopped growing. It is on the thirstier side. I have to check this one too. Probably it needs to be repotted more than likely. But yeah, I have to check her and make sure she stays watered. Hoya silver dollar, y'all. Look at this Hoya. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, let's see where I want to put her. Okay. This is another one that has just exceeded my expectations. Please don't drop it. This is my dinner plate Hoya. I've had this one probably for close to 2 years. It seems like I kind of had a rough start with this Hoya. It seems like at first it was losing leaves, but this Hoya, first of all, this thing is heavy. As you can see, I have to have it it isn't self-watering, of course, but I have to have it in a heavier pot or it will tip over. This is the dinner plate Hoya, Hoya latifolia. I don't know if this is considered latifolia or sarawak. I don't know if there's a difference between the two or if they are the same. Please let me know in the comments if the sarawak and latifolia are the same, okay? I usually call it dinner plate Hoya because I don't be knowing which one it is, if it's the latifolia or the sarawak. Anyway, this is a gorgeous Hoya. The leaves are huge and glossy, okay? There is one that I had it too close to the grow light and it burned the leaf. I don't even see it. But anyway, this Hoya is just, oh, I think it's right there. I think, is it this one? Yeah, that got burnt a little bit. But y'all see my hand, okay? Look how big that leaf is and how glossy. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I think out of my Hoya collection, y'all already know Mr. Wilbur is one of my favorites. He probably is the favorite. But then next is this one and my silver dollar Hoya, as well as my Snow Queen. I love big leafed Hoyas, and I cannot lie. I like big leaves and I cannot lie, but no, this is definitely one of my favorites. It's beautiful. It's I actually be forgetting about this Hoya. It's very carefree. I don't have to fuss over it. I just need to make sure that it is kept watered because it is very, very close to the grow light, and so it dries out quickly. And look at those roots. It's dry right now. So yeah, I need to water this one. But yes, y'all, this is the dinner plate Hoya. And I am spilling substrate. Okay, so that is that one. So that is it. Now I do have a honorable mention. I think I showed you this one not too long ago, but I'm going to show you again because I'm just so proud of this Hoya. Me and her in the beginning, we just did not get along. I actually had this Hoya. This is the second time having this Hoya. The first one didn't make it. So this one, we had a talk. We talked out our differences, and we've came to an agreement that she's gonna really give me her best if I give her mine. So she is fulfilling her part of the bargain, and I guess I am too. This is the Australis Lisa, y'all. Look at her. Look at her. When I got this Hoya, I think it may have had maybe like 4 or 5 leaves. And we did have a rough start, I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, we talked out our differences, and she is just taking off. She is doing very, very well. Now, I don't know, she does have another little variegated portion back here. I don't know if this plant does this, if it just produces some all green leaves and some variegated, if it's supposed to do that. I don't mind because it's just beautiful. Whatever she want to give me, as long as she stay alive and continues to thrive, I'm happy. This Hoya for me has been very, very thirsty. So this is another one I have to constantly check. See, her roots are coming out the bottom. So yes, y'all, this is the Australis Lisa, doing the most. Y'all, that is it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed doing it. I love Hoya. I think that they're gorgeous. I really do see the hype with Hoya. Like I said, my last installment in this 4-part series will be my trailing Hoya. Most of my trailing Hoya I have had for quite a while, so I cannot wait to show you those. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I am also on Instagram, okay? So let me know down in the comments. I already know most of y'all love y'all some Hoya, but let me know which one of these you really, really enjoyed, which ones have been easy for you, the ones that have done you dirty. Y'all, I want to know all the tea. I want you to spill the tea down in the comments, okay? All right, y'all. Take care, and until the next time, hooked on houseplants, y'all. Bye. Mwah.